One rainy night during the monsoon season, the quiet old girls' dorm in the suburbs became the center of a creepy urban legend. No one dared to live in room 301 anymore. The reason? A story that started 8 years ago. Back then, June was just another quiet student. She didn't talk much and kept to herself. That made her stand out to her two roommates, who looked friendly and active on the outside, but had a darker side they hide from others. At first, they thought June would be easy to live with, but when June started reporting their bad behavior, sneaking boyfriends into the all-girls dorm, stealing from others, making the room messy, and not paying rent, her roommates grew angry. June was straightforward and liked to do what was right, which annoyed them even more. One night, during a heavy storm, the three girls had a huge fight. People in the building heard shouting, things breaking, and loud arguing. But fights between them were common, so no one thought much of it. They planned to report the noise the next morning. But then, June disappeared. When others asked where she went, the roommates simply said, "She moved out. Didn't you see her post in the group chat?" It made sense. Who would want to stay and argue every day? But June's family got worried. She hadn't come home, never answering calls and only texted short messages. When they asked dorm owner, they were told she had moved out. The police didn't investigate deeply, saying maybe June had just run away. In despair, her family could only search without answers. New students moved into room 301. Right away, they noticed a strange, awful smell coming from the wardrobe, and it was locked tight and wouldn't open. They asked the dorm owner, who said a repairman would come in 2 days. But the smell got worse. So the girls forced the wardrobe open themselves. Inside, they found a big black trash bag. "This is too much." New girls angry that the last tenant had left garbage, they dragged it out only to open it and discover the dried-up body of a woman. It was June. Police found out the two roommates had killed her. They claimed it was an accident. They said they only wanted to lock her in the wardrobe to scare her, but she slipped, hit her head, and died. And because they was afraid, they hid the body and changed the wardrobe lock. They used June's phone to send messages to her mom, saying she was staying with a friend. They even made a fake post in the dorm Facebook group. "I'm tired of the dorm, moving in with a friend." To hide the smell, they sealed the wardrobe with silicone, turned the AC on all day, threw in lots of mothballs, and used strong-smelling cloths. For months, no one noticed anything. They got light punishment after confessing. The lawyer said they were just scared teenagers, and it was an accident from a fight. Everything that happened was unintentional. People felt sorry for them because they had been good students and acted nicely during trial. After prison, they changed their names and returned to society. The dorm owner said she had nothing to do with it. She called herself a victim, too. She later reopened the room for rent. She told people, if that girl hadn't made trouble, none of this would have happened. I lost money because of her. June's mother cried, saying, "My daughter just wanted to do the right thing. She was bullied to death in silence and never got justice." 5 years later, strange things started happening again. When the old news story about the girl in the wardrobe started spreading online, both former roommates began seeing hallucinations. A girl in a bloody nightgown sitting at the end of their bed. Her red, crying eyes watching them from the bathroom mirror. Knocking sounds in the night, and a horrible, familiar smell. One of them thought she was just hallucinations because of stress. She told herself June was too sensitive, always reporting people. She was annoying, so she deserved it. But then messages began appearing on her mirror. "Let me out." When she checked the camera in her room, it was herself who had sleepwalked and written it. She began seeing June in everyone's face. One day, at work, she ran into the office screaming, saying June was choking her. Coworkers rushed in, but they only saw her strangling herself and smashing her head against the wall. She was taken to a mental hospital. There, she wrote sorry and let her out over and over. She cried every time it rained. She couldn't stand the sight of wardrobes. She screamed if she saw anything that looked like one. In her dreams, she was always trapped in a wardrobe, just like June. The other roommate. She became paranoid. She kept reading the online comments, terrified someone would figure out her secret. She heard whispers at night. "Please, let me out." Even after moving to a new place, the knocking sounds followed. Just 3 knocks every night. One day, she received a package with no sender's name. On the box, "Returned from the wardrobe." Inside was a bloody nightgown. She threw it away, but it came back the next day, again and again. In her dreams, she was stuck inside the wardrobe, hearing June's voice, "Sorry, too late." One day, After someone at work mentioned the case, she snapped. She attacked the coworker and screaming, "It was her fault. That goody-goody disgusting girl ruined my life. Why couldn't I fight back? She deserved it." Her breakdown cost her everything. She was fired. People found out her past. Her boyfriend left. The internet turned on her. One rainy night, she ran into traffic, trying to escape a ghost no one else could see, and there was a serious accident with her. Her news spread all social media, and everyone just said she deserved it. Even the dorm owner wasn't spared. She began hearing whispers every night. "Help! Don't close the wardrobe, please." She tore out all the wardrobes in every room, but the whispers didn't stop. "Help! Don't close the wardrobe, please. Help! Don't close the wardrobe, please. Help! Don't close the wardrobe, please." She tore out all the wardrobes in every room, but the whispers didn't stop. One day, she was found dead in room 301. Her fingers dug into the wall, eyes wide in horror, staring at the half-open bathroom door. Cause of death? Sudden heart failure. But the first officer who found her said quietly, "There were words on the floor, written in blood. I'm still here." Until now. The room 301 was sealed, and no one dares to live near the room 301 anymore. Some say on rainy nights they still hear 3 knocks from inside the room. And when asked, "Is the closet still there?" the new dorm staff only smiles and says, "We removed the closet long ago." But the knocking that comes from the wall.